What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, or as always, if you're new here, welcome to the channel. Think about hitting that subscribe button. In today's video, we're going to focus on something that's been wrong with the silver car for a long time. Now, unlock it, show you what's going on. So if I get in here, I'll just start her up. Now, bring you over here. Driver's side window works fine. Rear. Then that one back there works. But this passenger one, see, I'm hitting the switch. Nothing's going on. So there has been times where I can fidget with it, and there we go. And you see, it'll work sometimes. I hold it in a certain spot. Let's see if I can get it to do it again. A lot of times, like putting pressure on it. Oh, there it went a little bit. Okay, and there you go. See? So I'm ruling out anything with that passenger window because the passenger window switch works perfect every single time. You don't have to do anything. So I'm thinking it's something to do with the contact in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this switch panel out, which in this car it's super easy. I'll show you how to do it, and see if I can't clean up the contacts in here and see if that won't fix my problem. And if it does, then you know, you guys can try this. It should work on any car really, where you can get in there and clean out those contacts. I've seen it happen quite a few times in the window switches, so I feel like it's kind of a common problem. And before you go wasting money, wouldn't hurt to do this. So let's get this popped off and see if we can fix it. Okay, so in this car, all you got to do is pop this up, and then this piece pops out with little clips. Some cars you'd have to take the door panel off. Like I know in my truck over there, you got to take the door panel off to get the window switches out. So just keep that in mind, you know, before you try to take this on. If you feel like you can't do it, then obviously get somebody who can, because it's real easy if you're taking door panels off to break clips and do all that stuff. So let's go ahead and okay. And I mean, as you can see, I did that with one hand. It got a little tight, but I mean, this one's that simple. So if you have an Altima, that's how you take that off. And then this one I'm gonna have to be a little bit more careful with because it's plastic. This is like foam. You can kind of bend it and maneuver it without really worrying about too much. But this one I'm definitely gonna have to be a little bit more careful with. So it's probably best if you have like trim, like a trim tool. I don't. So just be careful. Kind of peel this up. And this one up here, it's like a slide in, so it's not gonna pop out. So you have to pop all these ones down here first, and then it should just pop out. So now that's all out. You're just gonna unclip these, which again, super duper simple. It's just little clips. Like this one, I'll just... Alright, so here it is. And if you're wondering, this is the SL. I think all the SLs kind of have this kind of metal looking thing. Gotta clean that up, that's nasty. But all you gotta do to take it apart is get these little clips off, and then this piece here is gonna have all your little connections in it. So let's go ahead and get this back in the house, because that's where I'm gonna clean it and get you set up and show you what I'm gonna do to it. Okay, so now we're back in the house. All you're gonna wanna do is just get these. You see there's little tabs in there that these lift up. You're just gonna wanna pull those out and then work this down. Okay, so here we are with this. These are actually a little bit different than what I've seen before, but I think we can still work with it. Okay, so the best thing probably to use for this would be like 100% alcohol, and just kind of get a little bit on a Q-tip or something, and or a toothbrush maybe would work. Just kind of get around here. I didn't have any of that. I just kind of used compressed air. Not compressed air, but like an air duster. Just kind of blew it up in here because these, like I said, I've never really seen these kind before. Normally the kind I've seen are the ones with little pads are sitting on it. You just pull those pads off, you can see the contacts. You put alcohol on those, wipe them down. Easy peasy, but these ones are a little different. So I just got a little bit of air in there because there's really no way you can get anything up in there unless you just want to spray alcohol in there, and I don't really feel comfortable doing that. So I just got some air duster and just kind of moved this up and down, blew it up in there. So I'm gonna just see if that did anything at all and put it in the car. So I am gonna put this back together because, I mean, it's super simple to take apart and I'm not quite sure what's going on with these. So I'm gonna put this back together and then we're gonna go back out to the car and see if that did anything. Alright guys, so here we are back in the car. I'm gonna test all the other windows to make sure I didn't break anything else. So that one's still good. That one's good. That one's good. Now for the moment of truth. Passenger. Up. Up. And there we go. Let's see if the auto kicks in. Alright, that was auto down. Let's see auto up. Alright, well, auto up seems to not be working, but the up works fine. So, I mean, I think that's a win. The auto in this car is a little goofy for some reason. That is one thing I've noticed, and it's happened in a couple Altimas that I've had. When, say if the battery dies or something, which the battery has died in this car a couple times, the auto just seems to not work anymore. But that's probably just specific to these cars, I don't know. Because you got the auto down on this window, and the auto up does nothing. I'm sure maybe it's kind of the same deal. Maybe it's just really dirty up in the auto part. And I mean, but really, I don't mind that as long as I can get this window up and down, which a little slow there, but it works just fine. So like I said, that actually makes me really happy because, I mean, I don't think window switches are very expensive, but I mean, it just saves me a little bit of money. So I'm gonna slap all this back together, and that's gonna wrap up this video, guys. Just wanted to make a real quick video on that because I know, get out of this dinging real quick. I know it's irritating if you have that issue and you don't want to spend the money, or maybe you don't have the money. Say if it's a newer car or something like that, or maybe it's a rarer car where that stuff's really expensive. That's something you can try, and I mean, I highly recommend it because, I mean, you just saw, real easy to do, real simple. Just take the switch apart, get some alcohol and toothbrush or air duster in my case, and just really kind of get all that gunk and nastiness out of there. Especially if you have an older car, it gets dusty and nasty in there. So like I said, that's gonna wrap up the video, guys. Hit that like button if you like this video. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. Comment any questions, concerns, anything like that down below. I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. Do this at your own risk. Be careful because there's a lot of sensitive little boards and everything in there. Definitely don't use anything water-based. Alcohol lightly, because it kind of evaporates on the board and it doesn't really do much to it. Follow me on all my socials. All that's going to be in the description below. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you next time.